Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Thank you for your time and chance for me to deliver my speech. I hope today all of you have a good mood and condition too. Okay, beforehand, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ayu Reza Defita Sari. And on this occasion, I will deliver a very interesting speech to discuss. Because this is related to the development of technology and social media in our lives. As we all know, human life today cannot be separated from technology, as if technology has become an organ of the human body. As we all know that currently almost 90% of youth and the people around youth, whether parents, teenagers, kids, cannot live without gadgets. Yes or not? Yeah, I know for sure the majority of you answer yes. Alright? Do you think social media is always good? Yeah, I know for sure everyone has their own opinion about this question. But I think social media is not always good because past and the percentage of social media has 50% negative impact and 50% positive impact. But the percentage can change depending on the user. Some people may feel comfortable living in cyberspace or social media and they feel they get more attention when someone likes and comments on their posts. But there are also people who are uncomfortable in that situation, where comments from other people make it like not being themselves. The demand to appear perfect in front of others which finally made them venture out of the zone by choosing to live digital minimalism. Do you know what is digital minimalism? What's on your mind when you heard the word minimalism? If you answer simply, your answer is correct but not specific. So, minimalism is about a more meaningful life. You give space and time for the things you love and remove everything that distracts you from them. You can be conscious of your way of life, your way of thinking, your way of looking at it, and it all starts with simplicity. Even Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Simplicity is the highest sophistication." Yeah, actually this is not a new term, but maybe some people just heard this term when I say it. Alright? Okay, maybe before I explain in more detail about that, I will tell you the meaning of digital minimalism. So, digital minimalism is a philosophy of using technology where a person focuses his time online only on a handful of activities that he has chosen carefully and brings optimal benefit for himself. In other words, a digital minimalism will happily ignore all online activities that do not add value to him. It's time we talk again of the many technologies we use: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, email, Google, and so on. Do all of them really meet your needs and help your life be more valuable and meaningful? Or do you just use one of them? This question can only be answered by yourself. Only you can determine which one is important or not. When you apply minimalism to your home, you ask yourself, is an item of use to me? If the answer is no, you say goodbye to that item. I apply the same principle to application on mobile phones. I ask myself, does this application bring add value to my life? Is this application useful in my life? If the answer is no, I delete the application. But if it has a big use, then I'll use it. The use of the application is very clear and specific. Using reckless digital technology makes users' minds clouded. It is difficult to focus. Research reveals that people who have difficulty focusing tend to have negative thoughts, dwelling on what went wrong in life, forgetting what actually went well. He is also more often anxious, mentally tired, and even depressed. If you have this, how do you want to be a functional, productive, and peaceful individual? So it makes sense that the CEO of Silicon Valley tech companies like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates don't let their kids use iPad or smartphone at home or at school. Jack Dorsey meditate for 1 hour every day to keep your mind clear. They all know very well the bad effect of using technology that is not careful and wise. If you want, you can take your relationship with digital technology in a new direction. The trick, one that is effective, is digital declutter tips or digital by Cal Newport. There are a few tips from me to get started with digital minimalism in time for 30 days. First, pay close attention. Then create the applications that do not provide maximum benefit to you. Replace your time that used to be filled with playing gadgets with a knowledge leisure activity that you like, such as playing a musical instrument, painting, writing poetry, or reading a book. After experimenting for 30 days, enjoy a clearer mind and more productive days. How come you can download the non-essential application back to your phone? Most likely your taste for this application has been lost, so that you end up not using it permanently. Interested in reclaiming this precious attention? If so, good luck. That's all my speech about digital minimalism, even though it was difficult at first, but I'm trying to do it, and hopefully you can do the same so that we can become more productive human beings. Sorry if there is a mistake in my speech. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.